Hello, amazing people. Today I would like to speak about forgiveness. Forgiveness is something that's knocking on my door. And when I say knocking on my door, I mean it comes from different directions. It comes from human experience. And I see the struggle that people have to face forgiveness, to understand forgiveness, to process it, and to accept that it exists and it's the golden door to your soul. So, I would like to give you an example why forgiveness is a key of a personal growth, of enlightenment, of learning how to acknowledge your ways of thinking and seeing things. So, it's all about perception at the end of the day. If we can forgive, we can move on, we can flow, we can love, we can cherish the things we have, and we then not going to block ourselves and have trapped emotions. So what happens if you don't forgive? What happens if you stay in a victim state, in a blame state, in a state of fear, pain? Or what if you bury certain problems that with forgiveness can lead to understanding and accepting? So let's say you haven't forgiven someone. The key to forgiving is to learn to look at things from different perspectives, different angles. How do we do this? With positivity. I'll explain what I mean. Let's say you have one person to deal with. It's always about a relationship when we forgive. And usually the relationship is with you, yourself, and no one else. That's when we grow. That's when we touch the inner wisdom and understand that no one and nothing is responsible for how we feel. So going back to suffering is a key, and we know that. We've spoken about the suffering and the pain, that once you let it go through you and you stop fighting it, you become lighter and you let it be what it is. You allow it, which means you grow with the pain. We're not here to run away from pain. We're not here to hide from pain. We're not here not to speak about pain. This gives us only more pain and less growth. So the same with forgiveness. Forgiveness comes from pain. Forgiveness also comes from an ego. When we can't forgive, it means that the ego is leading us to make decisions. The ego is making us to judge others. When we judge others, we judge ourselves. We're not allowing to grow. We're not allowing to be truly who we really are. And we are simply loving beings. But we cannot connect with our soul unless we forgive. And the forgiveness comes only when you say, this situation is the most beautiful thing that happened to me. And it made me grow. If I didn't have this situation, no matter how hard it was, no matter how difficult it was to deal with that person that I'm blaming for my misfortune, in my soul, in my heart, I am cherishing the moment that happened, because through mistakes and through difficult situations we learn. Forgiveness is the same thing. When you forgive yourself for judging others for what they did to you, how they did it, then you forgive them automatically. But remember, start looking at every situation with love and light, with acceptance. This means you're growing inside you. This means you are listening to the soul and your heart. It's very important. And when you start doing this, every time you bump into a storm, whatever that storm is, a difficult person, a difficult situation, where you need to forgive, then you do it from a place of love, because you actually say, oh my God, it was so hard. I love it. I don't want to forget how hard it was, because without it, I wouldn't have learned something. And usually it's an emotion coming with that. Forgiveness is a key. I hope you understand what I'm saying, and I hope it seeds something in you. Forgive yourself, change your perspective, live from the place of love and light from here. And then the ones around you will do the same. Have a wonderful day.